When I first set out to do YouTube, I wanted to get my life back. I wanted to learn who I am as a person, throw myself out there, defeat all my anxiety, and just live the life that I've always meant to live, I guess. I wanted to see new things, discover new experiences, meet new people, and do things people weren't doing. Try and make the world feel more connected, and I've done none of that. To give myself some credit, I have done some of that. I have travelled alone. I mean, I went to Japan by myself for 3.5 weeks, and yes, it came with its challenges, and yes, I regret not making the most of it, but I have done things, I have done stuff, and I have started to grow as a person. But I know I needed to do something much bigger, something to really throw myself out there, and also to make something worthy of your time. So in my effort of go big or go home,
I've bought a black cab and I'm driving it to Africa. I don't think you can get much bigger or bolder, to be honest. We're not going straight there either. We're stopping in 12 different places, going to various different countries. Basically, you can expect all of the parts of Top Gear Grand Tour specials that you enjoy the most, and a heavy dose of what Yes Theory bring to their videos. Hopefully merging into what should be 30 or so videos of what I think personally will be the most ridiculous road trip of my life. So we are driving to Africa. Our destination in Africa is Casablanca, Morocco. And like I said, we're not going straight there. First stop is Carentan in Normandy. Stop 2 is a little bit more of the same. We'll be stopping in Foy in Belgium. Then moving up slightly, we'll be crossing through Belgium, heading to the Netherlands and stopping in Amsterdam. From there, we will then go on to something I'm really excited for. We will be stopping at the Nürburgring, so we'll all be taking a lap each in this little piece of English heritage and sending it gently and calmly, letting everything in the world overtake us along the Nürburgring. I'm so looking forward to that. And then, all being well, we should be meeting up with a member of the RMC who's going to put us up for the evening, and Private Ham, you're an absolute gentleman. Along the way to spend my birthday in Nuremberg. Then our next stop is Bern in Switzerland. From Bern we head to Monte Carlo in Monaco. See if we can poke around someone's yacht if they'll let us. See if we can get this beautiful wagon valet parked in some of the fanciest casinos, and see what they say to that. Then we'll be leaving Monte Carlo and we'll be heading into Spain, where we'll be stopping in Barcelona and then Madrid, and then we will be passing into Portugal, where we will be stopping in Porto, and down to Albufeira, because that is a massive part of my summer holidays as a kid, and I'd love to see it again as an adult, because I've got such very clear, precise memories of spending time there. So it'll be nice to have a look round. From there we will then head to Gibraltar, and then from Gibraltar we will head to the ferry, which will take us to Morocco. We may have a brief stop in Marrakesh, or we may just drive straight along the coast and head to Casablanca. We will be sleeping in and passing through some other countries, so we're shithousing the route a little bit, so we will be passing through, I think we passed through Luxembourg, I'm not sure, or Luxembourg and or Liechtenstein. I know for a fact that we will pass through Austria. We spend the night in northern Italy. Pretty sure it adds up to 13 countries, pretty sure. It's going to be over 5,000 miles. It is going to be a lot of driving. I'm sure we'll have some problems along the way. I'm sure there will be elements where it is hopefully smooth sailing. We leave on Monday. Well, I'm putting this out on Monday, so we'll have already left by this. If you go and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe here, I'll be posting regular updates, shorts and stuff along the way. We'll probably be going live sometimes as well, giving updates. I mean, personally, I am doing this for me to, like I said, to push myself out there. I made promises to my stepdad not long before he died that I'd give it a real good go, and I've let him down so far, and I've let other people down so far. I mean, I quit my job to do YouTube in 2019. I was just going to fully throw myself into it, and then my dog died, COVID happened, my gran died, my stepdad died, my gran died, and then we were let loose into the world again. But after being so closed off from the world, getting my autism diagnosis and dealing with that much grief, it really changed things. So yeah, we went to Japan and we've tried our best to a degree, but I need to make him proud, his memory proud, him proud. I need to make my mum proud. I need to make myself proud. I need to do this to find who I am, to reconnect. Because he's waving my old driving instructor. Shout out Mark if you're watching. You should be, I hope so, because if it weren't for you I wouldn't be able to do this. You're a legend. If anyone needs a driving instructor in Hilton, look no further than Mark O'Sullivan. He's an absolute legend. Anyway, I need to reconnect with the world. We're all stuck to our phones and we are somehow less connected to the world around us. And I just can't stop believing in a world where we are more open and together, and everyone, no matter what fanny you fall out of this, it would no longer be a birthright lottery, and because no one chooses where they're born, who they're born as, who they want to love, where in the world they start out. We should all get to share a world where we get to share each other's kindness and sense of community and cultures, and just be less ignorant, less closed off and segregated. And I, for my own mental health and well-being, need to see more of that world. I need to reconnect. I need to find out who I am and who I should have been all along, because I've spent 35 years following the worst advice and worst role models you could possibly ever find in your life. I was given the advice at a very young age of life's just a game and you've just got to play it, when I questioned someone on a behaviour that went against most people's morals. And that led me to disappoint a lot of people in my life, lose a lot of good connections with people, inadvertently hurt people that I never ever intended of. And I've never set out to do harm to anyone. And there's probably a lot of people out there that I say a lot of people, there's probably not that many, but there's probably a few people out there that probably still don't think kindly of me, and whether I was in the right or the wrong, I will still apologise for my part in it, because I can only imagine I acted, even in the right, I can only imagine I acted nothing short of childishly. So to any of those people that might be watching, I'm very sorry for my part in it, and I wish you nothing but love and happiness in whatever it is you're now doing in life. Yeah, ultimately I am doing this for me, and I know Chris and Ryan both have their own reasonings behind why they want to do it. Now obviously I will be throwing myself at this journey and trying to make it go viral, or just as seen as I'd like it to be, with every fibre of my fucking being. It doesn't sit right to me of trying to gain exposure without there ultimately being a good cause at the end. So largely along the journey and through TikTok and things like that, and on our shorts, you'll probably see a lot more of it. We are going to be trying to raise awareness for a young lad called Harley who needs to go to America for a life-saving surgery. I'll put the family's TikTok links and GoFundMe links in the description below. But ultimately, they were given incorrect advice by our health services, forcing an unfortunate situation on that poor boy's mum, where she had to make a decision which turned out to be, unfortunately for them, not the right decision. And now, of course, they didn't know that at the time, and my heart absolutely breaks for that mum and dad, because no family should have to worry whether their child is going to live or die. They need a chunk of money, and they need the attention and exposure to get that money so Harley can go out to America and hopefully get this life-saving surgery and live a long and happy life like he deserves to live. And this is one of those situations that's much bigger than football, because they're a Tottenham family and I'm an Arsenal man. If anyone from North London is watching this, Arsenal fans, let's all get behind it. Let's make North London a unit, and let's get behind Harley, get behind his mum and dad, and let's take that stress and that pressure away from him so they can just focus on being the loving, healthy, happy family they ought to be. Also, I do want to make it abundantly crystal clear, if this does go viral, if this does get me subscribers and views, I want nothing from you. I require nothing. The only thing I humbly ask of any person that watches my videos is just that, the time of day to sit, to watch, to experience life through my eyes in a way, and just, you know, aside from interacting with the videos, likes, subscribes and all of that, that is all I will ever ask. I would love this to be my job. I really would. It's all I want. But I know I can achieve that humbly and modestly. And I will seek to do that through two means. AdSense, minimal amounts of mid-roll ads that will hopefully generate me some residual income, and brand deals. But when it comes to brand deals, I promise you now, from the bottom of my heart, I will never ever promote anything that is not within my moral alignment to do so. So we're talking no gambling companies, no apps filled with microtransactions and that are just built to waste your time and your energy, and apps that scam you, products that aren't good for your body or aren't good for your mind. So if it's a product I use or I've tested first and I think it's great, yes. If it's a food item or a health supplement, then I will do my research. I will try it first, and if I'm not already using it, I will make sure it is okay to recommend to you guys. Ultimately, out of respect and care, I care for and love every single person that becomes a part of my little community, and I will honour that by respecting you and your time. There'll be no merch, there'll be nothing to directly profit from your wallets. I don't care for it, I'm not interested. If you've given me your time and your attention, then I'm honoured and I'm blessed, and I want nothing more. And I guess before I end this little teaser intro video, I just want to say thank you to every single person that has supported me or propped me up along the way, that has ultimately led me to today. Because I wouldn't be here without her. First and foremost, above everyone and all, I want to thank my mum, because I wouldn't be here without her support and understanding. This trip would not be possible. I would not exist. I want to thank every single member of the RMC for helping create and nurture what is possibly the best online community I have ever been a pleasure to be a part of. And there are a few of you that have really gone out of your way to make this okay, and I'm sorry if I miss out any names from this list, but Alan, Baggers, Finzi, Luke, G-Man, Leon, Pepper. I mean, I could literally sit and list names. Wolfie, Sharp, Leadham, Ryan and his amazing dad jokes. Or just all of you. And again, sorry if I didn't directly say your name, because there are too many of you to individually talk about. But being part of that group of people fills me full of pride. It is an honour, and it is just genuinely one of the best parts about my existence these days. Without a lot of your support and a lot of your time and care, this trip would never have happened. I would never have got through the last couple of months. I'm genuinely honoured to be part of such a wonderful group of people. And then there's the rest of my family, my sisters, my wonderful friends, and all of the many fantastic people that have played big parts in my life. The guys at Stay Short, for example, Lindsay, Tracy, Dee, Rochelle, Corey, all of those wonderful folk that set me free from corporate life and got me and started the very first trickles of the snowball effect of me ultimately chasing my dreams and becoming the person that I wanted to be. I was in a very, very vulnerable point in my life back then. I'd not long tried to take my own life. I was lost, and those guys really helped build the foundations to today. So if any of you guys are watching this, I love you, genuinely. I love you, every single person that's watching this fucking video. I really do. Yes, I may not have been the best person throughout my life. I may have made stupid, rash, immature, childish decisions, but I have ultimately grown into a person that wants nothing but love and happiness for every single person that I come across. So regardless of what time you're watching this, it's either day one and we're on our way, or we're well into the trip. So pop over and say hello on one of the other socials. Let us know where you're watching from. Come see where we've got to. Whether or not this trip changes my life in terms of making YouTube my job, I know my life will be different regardless for whatever comes next. I'm amazed I'm going to cry during this video. I'm very thankful for your time and honoured that you chose to be a part of this journey, especially if you're doing it from the start. So in real life right now, I've got 2 days to prep and get sorted, 3 days to prep, 2 and a bit days to prep and get sorted, 2 more comp games to play, one in the new Allied Front League and the other in off-season league, Recon and Squad League and them respectively. So it's all getting big and interesting for me. A lot of you might think that's sad and won't care, but I don't care. I care. I'm happy. No, I'm actually happy. I feel happy. I'm smiling. Like a genuine, real, not forced smile. Feels weird. Love you lots. If I don't see you on the other socials, I'll see you when I get back, because there's going to be about 30 videos or I'll just talk. And I'm waffling. Love you lots. See you later. I'm scared.
Don't wanna get P45, only thing that keeps me alive. Swear they said there's more to this life, man, I've been 95 and a 9 to 5. Don't wanna get P45, only thing that keeps me alive.